Poynting also today announced a growth plan that we've adopted towards the end of 2012 to grow the company to a turnover of more than 1 billion in about 3 to 5 years. This growth plan has got a few legs that it stands on. The first one is acquisitions, what we call strategic acquisitions. Those are ones that strengthen the product range or the distribution of one of the current business divisions. The second one, which is most probably the more important one, is what we call autonomous acquisitions. There we aim to enter some new fields where we don't currently operate and keep the acquired companies operated by their same managers, staff, culture and so forth, and really gives us some diversification and exposure to different areas. So we still have synergies, but it's what I call arm's length synergies, where we can help them do things, they can help us do things, but we don't actually integrate them into our business. And the last leg is the one that's closest to my heart, which is developing new businesses and products which completely falls outside of our current businesses. The best example is the CCS, or cellular coverage solutions, which we started about 2 years ago to do small and micro cell base stations. Even though that's the one at the moment, if you look at the financials that contribute to a bit of loss to us, that's an investment, and it's got potential to be much larger than the current business units if you look at the marketplace that it addresses. Another one that's the baby at the moment, and we were introduced via our association with the company we're acquiring, African Union Communications, is the DTV consumer side. We've developed the first brand new TV antenna. That's a household TV antenna in about 70 years. That's one of our real genius inventors called Dr. Derek Netsch. He invented this antenna when he was asked to make an antenna that can collapse. Why he thought of such a brilliant antenna? Because it ends up being cheaper to make, packs in about 1/8 of the size, but most importantly, you can put up a factory to manufacture 1 million of these per year at modest cost anywhere on earth. So we intend to manufacture it in South Africa, but in the rest of the world we hope to license the technology, and hopefully we can have these, what we call digi-ants, sitting the world over in about 3 to 5 years. We've also developed a software-based installation tool for installing antennas and decoders. Now, what is important here is that you want to be able to employ people, because this is one of the areas where you can create jobs with this new digital TV migration. You can employ local people to install the decoders and antennas, but you want to have some verification that this installation was done successfully so that you can pay the guy and know that he's actually done the job. You also then know where it is, what the signal strength is. It gives you a lot of other information. We've developed, once again, registered IP on it, and certainly there's interest from the governments that want to generate subsidized jobs, but also the pay TV operators who can now, instead of using paper vouchers, they can use this as almost an electronic voucher technique, but it gives them tons of additional information about where the users are, what their signal strengths are, what the equipment is, and so forth. We've developed another product that's exciting, which is the SunPoint TV. This is a high-definition television linked to a solar panel that's linked to a control box that allows the user to charge a cell phone and also gives them 2 lights. The reason why this is significant is that if you imagine yourself in Africa in a house without any electricity, you can imagine that your kids don't get very much in terms of educational content, and life is pretty dreary after the sun's gone down. With this, you virtually give a person a good portion of what electricity normally does for you. In other words, you can look at a television, your kids can look at television, hopefully many channels, once digital TV is taken off. You can watch for about 6 hours based on the solar panel that we've provided. You've got 2 lights, people can do homework. You can charge your cell phone, which seems to us so simple, but people in rural areas, in fact 85% of Africa's 1 billion population, have to go somewhere to charge their phone. So just giving a person this, all that we estimate the end user price of about $350, which is the price of a mid-range smartphone, I think will really make a difference to people's life, and it's got real scope in future. We also intend to take that same set and adapt it so the guy can get internet over it. There you have to use 3G technologies, obviously area we're already operating in. And once again, now adding internet to it makes a difference. So I've got a saying we will incrementally electrify Africa rather than the big ambitious government plans, which seems to take many, many years to complete. So these are some of the exciting areas. If you look at the company, we've got 49 patents, only about half of them currently getting exploited. I think the potential on some of them are sitting in the new products, but some of them we don't yet have the funds to develop them. I think the scope sitting in there is really where the excitement for me lies, and we hope in the next 2 to 3 years to announce some other new and innovative business areas, and we hope to keep on inventing and invent our company into a hopefully internationally successful technology firm.